Hello everyone and welcome back to another guitar lesson for you guys. So if you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So for this video, bit of disclaimers first. I'm going to be discussing this concept, but it only revolves around open chords that we play in this guitar. So basically no bar chords, and we're going to be transitioning from one open chord to another. I have some 5 tips for you guys to share with you. It's going to be these ones right here, and I'm going to be teaching you guys these guitar chord transition tips so that you guys will be able to improve your guitar playing skills as well. So before we get into that, please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, ring the notification bell down below so that you guys will be able to stay updated with future videos. I've been trying to keep this concept for a while when it comes to my YouTube channel, so if you guys could show some love and support, that'd be really great. And if you guys would like me to teach any other concepts as well when it comes to guitar playing, just comment it down below as well, and I'll try to do it for you. And I'll also be able to show your support by sending a super thanks my way down below as well. I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, that said, let's go straight right into it. Okay, so first tip would be to start slow. Pretty much that's it really, just start slow. So for example, if you're struggling between, I don't know, like transitioning between an A minor chord with an E major chord, for example, just start slow. Just visualize all of your fingers moving from one chord to the next. So you could like build it or like break it down into simple smaller steps so that you will be able to see some progress when it comes to your guitar playing. So for example, this is going to be your A minor chord, like so, assuming that you already know how to play this chord. You know what I'm saying when it comes to watching this video. So this is going to be your A minor chord, and your E major chord is going to be this one right here. So pretty much all that I've done here is going to be moving all of these strings up as I move from the A minor chord to the E major chord. So this finger is going to be right here, and as for the other strings, this will be right here, and this finger right here will be moving up a string. So if all of these 3 fingers when it comes to moving them seems a bit difficult, you could just try moving this finger for now. Just visualize it, just moving that. And if that seems simple enough, you could try adding another finger to the mix. So just these 2 fingers, you could try this one. You know what I mean? Just do that. Just visualize it. Just practice in your head. Just make it move slow. You know what I mean? And yeah, just do that. And if that seems simple enough, you could try another finger and add the other one as well. So A minor chord, E major chord, A minor chord, E major chord. Don't even try strumming for now or like putting it in a context in a song. Just do that for like maybe, I don't know, like 30 minutes, 5 minutes. Just do that until you get that muscle memory all built in, so that even without looking, you just move it. Not to flex, but you'll get there, I promise. So you could like, I don't know, watch a YouTube video or just scroll Instagram on your phone while you just do that. Just build up the habit, you know what I mean? And just watch, talk with your friends. Like, it might look stupid, but all of the greats, like all of the best guitar players in the world, start with like something as simple as this, and they all might look stupid in the past, but look at where they're at now. You know what I mean? And yeah, just do that. The next advice that I would give you when it comes to doing this tip right here would be to add a metronome in the mix, or use a metronome while you're doing this practice. So you could either just look it up on YouTube or something, just go metronome 4x4 time signature, and then there's going to be like clicks. It's going to be like, you know what I mean? So like, as you kind of transition from one chord to another, you could go. Just do that for like 10 minutes a day or something. Just keep that habit built in as you practice and be able to get that nice and easy. So you could start at something as slow as like 50 BPM, like really slow, so you could really like get the habit in. So like, and like as you find that a bit boring, you could speed it up a bit progressively, so you don't jump from like 50 to 100. Maybe go like 50 to 60, 60 to 70, And as you like build that habit, you'll be able to transition chords in no time without even looking at the fretboard, and that's gonna be cool. So next tip would be to use pivot fingers. So pretty much pivot fingers are going to be fingers that will be staying in your chord shapes. So guess which ones are the pivot fingers when it comes to transitioning chords? That's right, it's these two fingers right here. They both remain on the 3rd frets of the high E string and the B strings respectively in their corresponding fingers. So when it comes to the chords such as G, D sus, as well as the E minor 7 and the C add 9 chord, they pretty much have these in common, these notes right here. And by using these notes, or these pivot fingers, you'll be able to transition chords, because pretty much you're only going to be using these 2 more fingers to adjust. So G is going to be right here, C add 9 is going to be right here. Notice how these 2 fingers stay the same. G is right here, C add 9 is right here, E minor 7 is right here, and D sus chords right here. And this one you're going to be lifting your middle finger for this. So technically only going to be using 1 finger to adjust when it comes to this chord. And if that seems a bit difficult for you guys yet, you could go back to the first tip that I showed you guys earlier, would be to start slow. So just really visualize all of the fingers moving around. Start slow, and once you've kind of like build that habit, once again use a metronome and progressively speed it up so that you'll be able to do these pivot fingers as well. It's going to be leveling up your guitar playing skills in no time too. And 3rd tip would be to relax your hands. Shake them off, you know what I'm saying? Just shake it off. Shake it off. You know how some people, when they play, or you for example, when you're playing in public or with an audience or with your friends, you kind of tense up and you kind of forget what you're doing or like what the next line's gonna be like as you sing and play the guitar. It's kind of like the same thing when it comes to transitioning between 2 chords. So make sure that you relax both your hands and your mind as well, so you can get into the flow when it comes to playing your guitar, and you won't have any other unnecessary pressures when it comes to playing. Just avoid the tension in your hands, stretch them a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Just have fun, enjoy, and you'll be able to like do this. Sometimes difficulty in playing or performance anxiety is kind of like a big factor as well when it comes to guitar players, especially if you're not that experienced yet when it comes to like either playing by yourself or playing in private, or to either like play in public with your friends, classmates, I don't know, co-workers, or in a stage when you're like doing open mics, and there might be some instances where you can transition chords and you're kind of like, this is easy, no pressure. But when you're like playing in front of an audience, it kind of like slows you down a little bit. So yeah, just chill and have fun. So next tip, this is what I like to call press and release exercises, or dead strumming technique, or muted sound technique, is for guitar chord transitions that doesn't have any pivot fingers or any other similar guitar placements or chord shapes or any of that stuff where some strings or fingers will stay the same, where you're actually going to be like doing other guitar chord shapes that don't have any similarities between one another. So an example of this would be a D major chord and an A major chord, for example. So pretty much you're going to be playing a chord, right, in the middle of a song. So as you go from like D major chord to A major chord, for example, you're going to be playing the chord, release the tension, then go here. People wouldn't like really notice that like small sound of like you play just open strings, especially when you play it fast enough, which once again comes with practice and habit building when it comes to playing the guitar. And yeah, you can use this to transition as well. And a more advanced way of playing this would be to like, so example, G major chord to a D, for example. You could do a G, keep all of the fingers there to create this dead sound, and go D. Yep, so like, but not that obvious, you know what I'm saying? You could do this when it comes to like just practicing it, and when it comes to like practicing it and like just getting the concept familiarized in your head when it comes to using this exercise. But you want to keep it like as subtle as possible to like show your showmanship and stuff. So like, but if that seems a bit difficult for your level for now, it's going to be, yep, just practice that. Do it slow. You know what I'm saying? So like when it comes to like chords such as these ones where it kind of like covers the entire fretboard, it's kind of easy to do this concept. But when it comes to like the D major chord, for example, it's kind of like harder compared to this chord shape. So like do this, release the tension in your fingers in your fretboard so it creates a dead sound. And make sure that you focus on strumming on the strings affected by your fingers so that it doesn't create any unnecessary sounds. Because if you don't, it's gonna sound like this. It's gonna sound bad. So make sure you hit these strings right here. So if it's the D major chord, make sure that you hit this chunk of your fingers. So basically these thin strings right here, those thin 3 ones. Yep, just like that. Or even the E minor chord. You could do this using your index finger, or if you play it like this, use these rest of your strings. Creates an E minor chord, dead sound, moving to like C major chord, for example. Like using your pinky finger. So pretty much it all comes down to like experience and like creativity when it comes to like creating dead sounds and making it easier for you when it comes to transitioning from one guitar chord to another, and combining that with the other tips as well is going to be improving your skill in no time. Now last tip when it comes to doing guitar chord transitions and improving on them would be to practice the chord transitions with a song. So if you can't do that yet, you could just sing it slow. So like strumming, or like the way you strum, is also a big help when it comes to transitioning chords, because you're basically going to be using both hands at the same time simultaneously while doing 2 things at once, but only having like one brain. Once again, use a metronome and then like slow it down first. If you find it a bit difficult when it comes to playing it in its natural or original tempo, then just build it up from there and you'll be in it to win it in no time. And yeah, that's the end of this guitar tutorial. Thank you guys for watching this far into the video. Please leave a like if you've enjoyed it so that I'll know. And please once again do not forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell down below so that you guys will be able to stay updated for your future videos. So if you guys would like me to teach anything else, just comment it down below as well. And I'll try to do it for you. And we'll also be able to show your support by sending a super thanks my way down below as well. Really appreciate that. And yeah, so if you guys would like to watch my other videos, just click these ones right here. It's all good. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.